Hey students, welcome here. All the students, you are welcome here in this YouTube channel of Kumar Satyavira College of Engineering and Management. Here I am Muhammad Arshad, providing an important lecture about the analysis of a coal. Coal, which is an important topic to the first year students of the concerning subject of chemistry. Analysis of coal is an important topic as far as concerned the examination point of view. So, what is the means of analysis of a coal? First, you have to understand what is the analysis of a coal. Coal may be analyzed. So, what are the parameters on the basis of that analysis of a coal will be happening? Now, let us understand what is the means of the analysis of a coal. So, why we need the analysis of a coal? In the analysis of a coal, we have to determine the percentage amount of the composition of the elemental composition present in the coal, especially the percentage of carbon, percentage of hydrogen, percentage of sulfur, percentage of nitrogen, and also the percentage of oxygen and the ash. So there are there are a few parameters actually by which a coal may be analyzed, and the type of analysis will be there. So the first question there will be arise in your mind, that is why we need the analysis of a coal. Why we need to analysis of a coal? Coal should be analyzed. Why? So then the answer is comes that the coal should be analyzed because the purpose for the analysis of a coal is that to fix the pricing of the coal in the market. So it will decide the price of the coal in the market. So we have to determine the analysis of coal. The purpose for coal analysis, the second parameter is that to determine the quality of the coal. The first thing or first aim that we have to analysis of a coal, that is we should have to price, we should have know the price of the coal. And the second one is that we should have the quality of the coal. What is the quality of the coal that may you have used in the for the particular use of the coal. This third thing that we should have to analysis of a coal, that is to specify the use of coal. What kind of the purpose that you have to use for the particular purpose and for the coal in the industry or as well as the in the domestical uses. So to specify the use of the coal for the particular purpose, for the domestical purpose or for the industrial purposes. And the last point is that we need to analysis of a coal is that to calculate the theoretical calorific value of the coal. It is an important topic, that is we have know about the calorific value of the coal. If you know about the calorific value of the coal, then you should have to maintain the quality or to measure the price or the to maintain the quality of the of the coal in the market for the market purposes as well as for the industrial purposes. That means the higher calorific value of the coal will be there, then that kind of the coal will be used in the industrial, not for the domestical purpose. If there is a low quality of the coal, that means there is a lower calorific value of the coal will be there in the coal. So after the burning, the coal will be providing the low quality of the or the low value of the calorific value of the coal, which is capable to be used in the domestical purposes mainly. Now type, we have to discussing about the type of the coal here, the analysis of the coal. So analysis of the coal will be there are two types of the analysis of the coal we have to discussing here. But the first one is the proximate analysis of the coal, and the second one is the ultimate analysis of the coal. First, is the approximate analysis of the coal is simply you have to determine that the percentage amount of the moisture. First thing is that we have to determine the percentage amount of the coal, and the second thing is that the parameter of the analysis of the coal is that the first parameter of the coal is that by which you have to analysis of the coal. The first thing is that the moisture percentage you have to determine in the analysis of the proximate, and the second thing is that the percentage of the volatile matter you should have to determine the percentage of the volatile matter, and the third thing is that the percentage of the ash components. Ash, that is the uncombustible substance. After the burning of the coal, the last product will be remain as in the form of the ash. And the last point that you have to determine in the proximate analysis of the coal, that is the fixed carbon percentage, which is an important process, and all the percentile values will be shift into the formula. Then you have to calculate the calorific value of the coal, by which you have to determine the most of the parameter by which a coal will be standardizes. Now starting the proximate analysis of the coal, the first parameter, that is the moisture percentage. So moisture percentage should have analysis by the process of the proximate analysis of the coal. The principle of the simply the principle of the to analysis of the coal in the proximate method. The first parameter is that the moisture percentage you should have to analysis of the coal. The first, what is the principle of the moisture percentage to determine from the proximate analysis of the coal? That all moisture in the coal is kept at 110 degrees centigrade for a 1 hour. You should have to determine the percentile values of the moisture. So what is the basic principle that you have to follow for doing proximate analysis as well? What is the basic principle? Then the principle of the method is that all moisture in the coal escape on a heating of coal at 110 degrees centigrade for 1 hour. That means it is that clear that boiling point of the water is 100 degrees centigrade. If you heat up any kind of a substance, then they heat up to the 100 degrees centigrade, and the temperature will be going down, going up to the 110 degrees centigrade. Then all moisture content will be remove from that kind of the substance. That kind of substance, what is the means of that kind of substance? That is the fuel of the substance. The fuel in which the moisture is present, then heat up to 110 degrees centigrade for 1 hour, then all the moisture content will be removed. What is the method? How can you determine the moisture percentage? That means you take a desiccator in which calcium chloride is there in the desiccator, which can be able to absorb the moisture content. You should have a crucible, silica crucible especially, and take out a few gram of the coal into the crucible. Let us consider a coal sample will be there in the crucible. Then it will put up in the desiccator. Desiccator is an instrument, glassy instrument, in which totally covered by the lead. Okay, then this crucible will be put up into the desiccator, and that desiccator will put up into the oven, and the temperature will be there of the oven is that 110 degrees centigrade. After 110 degrees centigrade temperature, all the moisture content will be removed. Okay, when the moisture will be removed, then all the moisture will carry or absorbed by the calcium chloride present in the desiccator. Let us consider the weight of the crucible, the initial weight of the coal before the burning or before the heat up of the coal, that is w gram, and weight of the coal moisture free, initial weight of the coal that you have put up into the desiccator, and weight of the coal coal moisture free coal, that means after removing the moisture, that is the W1 gram. Then what is the weight of the moisture? It is simply, you have to calculate that W minus W1. W is the weight of the coal in which the moisture is present. When after putting up into the electrical oven, into the desiccator, then all the moisture content removed, then you have to wet it again, then that weight is W1. That means that weight is moisture free weight. So you have to calculate the moisture weight of the moisture, that is W minus W1 gram. Now apply the formula and calculate simply the moisture percentage here. So moisture percentage is equal to the weight of the loss weight of the coal, that means the moisture weight, divide by weight of the coal into 100. That means moisture percentage is equal to weight of the moisture, that means W minus W1 divide by actual weight of the coal. You have to put up into the desiccator into 100 degree into 100. So it is the moisture percentage of the water present in the coal. Now the second parameter you have to calculate simply, that is the volatile matter. What are the volatile matter present in the coal? The volatile material, a few kind of the volatile material, that nitrogen, sulfur, and the other content which is oxidized and form the nitric oxide as well as the sulfur dioxide. So these most volatile content matter are present in actual. These volatile material is not responsible to provide a heat from the coal or the fuel. So what is the principle of the volatile material? That you have to calculate from the, you have to determine in actual by the proximate analysis of the coal. What is the principle? So let us consider the principle of the volatile material here. What is the principle? At 925 degrees centigrade, if at 925 degrees centigrade, the muffle furnace, a muffle furnace is a kind of the furnace in which approximate one approximate 2000 degrees centigrade temperature will be there will be there